Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play through Planescape Torment. Just got back from a hike, got done eating, nowhere near as hungry as these ghouls are. Let's go ahead and find Hargrim. He's probably at the chapel. He tends to make like a circle, or like a figure 8 walking around in this place. We must have missed him earlier when we sidestepped either into this hall,
Alright.
or to talk to Stale Mary. Oh, there he is. Hello, Hargrim.
Good as done.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
This is really awkward. Okay, thank you. This skeleton wears what appears to be ancient priest's robes, heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive stave, which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes aglow like two burning embers, looks you over, but makes no reply. Are you Hargrim? It nods solemnly, the pendants suspended from its stave tinkling softly. There is something disquieting about its silent, piercing gaze. I had some questions. It motions for you to proceed. Where am I? It gestures all around itself. Within the borders of the dead nations, the halls of the Silent King. Tell me of the Silent King. Our Lord and Vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and his justice swift. Why is he called the Silent King? Even though we already know, we're still going to ask him. Remember that we might be able to gain memories or what have you by exhausting conversation topics. He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise to the Silent King. May I speak with him? It holds up a balmy palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. But why not? Its voice booms throughout the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. I had some questions then. Okay. If we can't convince him to give us an audience, we might not be able to convince anyone that we need to leave this place. The doors are locked, we're not a thief, we can't become a thief. We can try bashing down the doors, maybe we can help a cast, and she'll let us out. But while we're here, let's keep talking to Hargrim. Who inhabits this place? We, the skeletons, other undead, zombies and ghouls. There were once shadows, but they have long since fled. Sometimes one of the living spends the last of its days here. Also, far to the east, live many cranium rats. Tell me of your kind, the skeletons. We tend to the quiet ones, the true dead, and obey the word of the Silent King. Our work here has gone on for centuries. Tell me of the other undead. Who? The ghouls. I do not trust them or their matriarch, Acast. They watch us with hungry eyes, and would doubtless devour us all if our numbers and the word of the Silent King were not a shield against them. It pauses as if thinking. Go on.
Updated my journal.
They are forever ravenous. Without us holding them in check, they would run rampant in the buried village and the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all, then return to devour all that is here. Tell me about the cast. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. Let me ask of someone else. Tell me about Stale Mary. She is the most intelligent of what some call the rotting herd, those zombies which populate the dead nations. Unlike many of us, her heart did not depart at the moment of death. That is as much as can be said. Do you understand her?
Updated my journal.
Yes. If you wish to, thou must learn to listen. That is all. Tell me of someone else. Tell me about the rotting herd. They serve the Silent King and the dead nations as laborers. They work beneath the guidance of Stale Mary, the most intelligent and wisest among them. Can you tell me about the shadows? Because we've been attacked by some of these things. We know not what happened of them. It may be that they wander elsewhere. We rarely leave this place. It pauses as if unsure whether to go on. Once, many shadows dwelled among us, but they come to our halls no more. They left long ago, and we know not where they went. Some say they wander the plains. They wander the plains.
Updated my journal.
I asked about it once. Mary says that she had seen their fate in the visions. She claims they have all been drawn to a wrecked fortress that drifts within the negative material plane, a graveyard of regrets from where they cannot escape. A fortress on the negative material plane. Yes. The skeleton priest shakes its head. Sheer foolishness. Why? That plane is a plane from where all the energies that fill the hollows of the undead have their source. When life leaves us, there is a chance, through magic and passion, and perhaps other things, that this energy may fill the hollow space, giving us an empty life. I fail to see how anything could exist there, however. Why do you stay here? This nation is under our care. The quiet ones, the true dead, need to be protected and tended, else the horrors of the catacombs would set upon them, disrupting their sleep. It is our sacred duty to care for them. What horrors are there? The living, human scavengers, the vermin scavengers, all who defy our sworn duty to internment. May the Silent King protect us. Can you tell me of Soigo? I think I can do that. Let's think. He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passions that anchor us to this life, and we must let go of them in our duty. He wants us to die. Go on.
Updated my journal.
Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would forever be silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Soigo may believe he is doing right, but is, in truth, causing great harm. Why do you allow him to stay? We cannot just force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in his halls. Let me ask of someone else. Tell me about yourself, Hargrim. It indicates its staff and robes. I am called Hargrim. I am the high priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How did you come to be here? I passed away long ago, and found that that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from the brink. How so? I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for untold days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from that fated meeting, the dead nations were born. You mentioned followers. Who else is here? Okay, so this is these people again. Tell me of the rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls have, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have any weaknesses?
Updated my journal.
Their strength is in gathered numbers. If one were to find and slay small, separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. I had some other questions. It motions for you to proceed. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? Never mind. I had other questions. I don't want to tell him about Farad. He'll probably assume I'm here pillaging, which I am, but then become very agitated with me and might have me killed. Why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the Quiet Ones. Quiet Ones? The true dead, who have no voice, and do naught but sleep eternally. May the Silent King watch over them. Could the Silent King be convinced to free me?
Updated my journal.
After a short silence, its jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps. Mysterious are the ways of the Silent King. Can I speak with him then? No, but I need his permission to leave. It holds up its palm. No. By the power of the Silent King, thou shalt not leave this place. What can I do to convince you? I'd really rather not side with the cast, assuming that's even a thing. Firstly, I would know why thou art here. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm looking for that bronze sphere I mentioned. Why dost thou seek this object? For a man named Farad. The skeleton draws back. It looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. But I'm not of his pack. Why, then, art thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? I'm finding the sphere for him in return for information I need. There is no other loyalty between us. It looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth. Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. I had another question. Why have I been made a prisoner? Okay, so we did this already. So let's get to... Okay, so we're going to go back here and say may I speak with him again. So he still says no, but I need his permission to leave. What can I do to convince... Alright. What can I do to convince you, Hagram, now that you know why I'm here? Prove to the dead nations that thou meanest no harm. Acts of goodwill. Perhaps then I shall take thy petition to the Silent King. Is there some task I could perform for you?
Updated my journal.
Yes, perhaps. Occasionally the ghouls will miss small packs of well-hidden cranium rats that have come to spy here. Shouldst thou come across any, be sure to slay them. I will do that. Farewell. Right, let's look for some cranium rats. I think there's some right in this hallway, right over here.
All right.
What's up?
I hear your words.
Oop, wrong thing to do.
Done.
I will hear you.
Yeah? Did you see that?
Oh, Moore's been blinded or something, I think. That's an I've never seen that before.
Balance in all things.
I don't ever remember that seeing that
Die.
spell. It's kind of awesome.
It is
Good for,
I.
the, good for the rats.
Okay.
What the heck was that?
Good as done.
We'll definitely take all the rat tails. We might need them as proof that we killed them. Alright, let's try to find Hargrim again. Looks like he had been wandering down this way, so he might have wandered back to the front.
I'm gone. Done. All right.
No, I don't see him here. I sure hope the undead can keep a caste appeased. I guess her fear of being slaughtered is the only thing keeping her from destroying everything in here or making the attempt. I wonder why they don't simply attack
Done.
the rats and end them.
All right.
Oh, maybe it's some sort of... It must be a delicate balancing act.
All right.
If they attack the rats without permission, the undead
Done.
might attack the ghouls as well while they're doing it, and maybe slaughter them all completely. And if the ghouls were just to attack all the undead nations, the rat spies would probably let the rats know, and then they'd show up and kill the ghouls. So it's everyone needs each other in order to keep this balance around. That must be why Hargrim's, I guess, telling the ghouls not to do it. I'm sorry, the Silent King is telling them not to do it. Hargrim's just his mouthpiece, it looks like. I had some questions, Hargrim. It motions for you to proceed. I found and killed a group of cranium rats in the rubble of an old passageway.
Updated my journal.
It nods, obviously pleased. Thou have our thanks. May the Silent King watch over thee. So can I speak with the Silent King now? No. Thou shalt not leave this place. What else can I do to convince you?
Updated my journal.
The skeleton priest hums deeply, the lights of its eyes dimming as it thinks. So we go. Rid us of that damnable dustman, and I shall speak to the Silent King of thy freedom. However, I do not seek to have him assassinated. Merely give us a reason to remove him from the dead nations. I'll see what I can do.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger, and your will be done.
Cool. So let's level up Dakon. He gains 3 hit points, and his memorization abilities have improved. So he has learned another first level and a second level spell. So let's give him Vilcor's Eye. This way he's using all of his clans, his people's, looks like, unique spells. And we'll give him Adder's Kiss. When cast, let's see, it said Adder's Kiss can scald even the most fearsome of fiends. The spell calls forth an acidic bolt to shower an opponent with its vile green acid. If the caster is skilled enough, the Adder's Kiss lingers after the initial strike, continuing to sink into an opponent's skin with its acidic teeth. When cast, the caster chooses any target within 150 feet, and the Adder's Kiss will strike for 2 through 8 points of acid damage. For every 3 levels of the caster, the acid lasts 5 seconds longer, inflicting another 2 through 8 points of acid damage for every 5-second segment.
I'm gone.
So some sort of acid damage dot then.
Done. Done. I'm gone.
I have no idea. Oh, I have an idea now. That's right. I remembered how to do this,
Alright.
too. Wow, it's been a long time. As this game slowly comes back to me, this part especially. I think it's because
I'm
this took
gone.
a long time for me to do the first time. Ah, well met again. We need to rest. We're not in any particular rush. So, we'll have Dakon learn his spells. We learned my Chromatic Orb I cast earlier.
Alright.
And now we will head back out here. So we can't get him to leave at the moment. There's a skeleton we need to find.
I'm gone.
I think it's this one. There is no meat left on the bones of this ancient, animated corpse. Only a few colored rags, which seem to serve more as decoration than clothing. It is staring at the floor, shaking its head and tapping its chin thoughtfully. Greetings! It makes no response, apparently lost in thought. Are you okay? It looks up, and seeing you, sighs with a small puff of dust. I have much on my mind, and would prefer to be left alone. Is there something I could help you with? No. I have a difficult decision to make. 'Tis all. What decision is that?
Updated my journal.
To continue my life here, or to die. To finally pass into the true death I have been told of. You've been talking with Sogio then, or Sojo? Yes, a complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond this shadow of existence. It is said that it is to this place that we must reach to free ourselves. I see no reason why you should give up your life. I shall take thy words into consideration. Now, I ask thee to leave me to my thoughts. Farewell.
I'm gone.
You know, I think we're going to take a small, we'll take a small break here, and I'm going to go look at my journal for a little bit, and we're going to read about various NPCs and stuff. It's been a while since I've done that, and I keep forgetting to do so. So let's look at a few of our people here. So we should look at... Oh, hello. Oh, Anna's on the PC. on the PCs. Okay, so this hints as to that she at least is a player character. Well, I guess we'll look at her later when she joins our party, assuming that she does. Dakon is a Githrazi, one of the tight-lipped people of Limbo. They seem to have a well-developed caste system. His skin is yellow and lined. He appears to be old, and pain haunts his small black eyes. He carries a blade of Karak, metal formed of Limbo's primal material that shapes itself according to his moods. He accompanies you with vigor, and yet there seems to be an unwillingness to his behavior. Oh, wow, look at a cast. A caste is the ghoul queen of the dead nations, a slavering flesh-eater who holds her pack together with fear of the silent king and sheer bullying. She is tough, strong, and despite her appearance, clever. She is one to watch, to be sure. Let's see, is there anyone else we haven't read about? It's been a while since I've looked at this stuff. I think we read about the Dustman. Ebb Creeknees. Did we read about him? I think we did. Ebb Creeknees is an old Harmonium member who seems to be content enough to sit in his chair at the smoldering corpse and run his mouth off to whomever will listen to him. He's a font of information, if you can get past all the long-winded explanations. And the ghouls. There's a ghoul female. Here's a ghoul male. I think the description is the same. Ah, they're both hideous looking. Oh, wow, look at those nails. Holy crap, that is terrifying. The walking dead come in many shapes and sizes. This particular shape and size is that of a carrion eater, a thing that survives by eating the flesh and bones of the living and dead alike. A ghoul is a savage creature, with few scruples and even less intelligence. Fortunately, they're easily disposed of. I disagree with that. Ghouls will be one of the tougher undead that we fight, or at least that I've encountered in the game. But again, I don't even think I got halfway through the game. I think we read about the giant skeletons already, so we won't have to read about them. We read about the Githrazi. Oh, sorry, the Githzerai. I don't know if we read about the lady. The lady is a mystery. She's widely regarded to be the de facto ruler of Sigil, its protector and its victim. She is said to guard the doors of the cage against the myriad schemes of the gods, to be the ultimate expression of balance in the multiverse, to be the prisoner of the city of doors. There are thousands of stories about her. One even tells that she's actually 6 giant squirrels. Oh, we did read this. 6 giant squirrels with a headdress, robe, and ring of levitation and illusions. But none of them can be answered. She is the true enigma, a puzzle with no solution. If someone displeases her by upsetting the balance of the city or worshipping her, the lady may punish the offender. Her punishment ranges from the mazes, a twisting, turning hell with a cleverly disguised exit, to the casting of her shadow across the transgressor, covering him with slashes and gouges from her sharp-edged shadow, leaving behind a pile of gore and viscera. Neither option is particularly attractive. A merchant! This is NPC? In all places, in all times, there seems to be merchants. Their desperate grubbing for money and material gain is pathetic, yet their greed mirrors the commerce of the human soul. In Sigil, as in other places, they sell whatever anyone else is willing to buy. That seems pretty harsh for a merchant. I mean, come on. This wants to make a living. He makes a living by selling stuff. People who make stuff generally might need someone to sell it for them. Mercy Killer. Holy crap, look at this guy. One of the most frightening factions of Sigil, the Mercy Killers, the Red Death, are relentless in their pursuit of justice. They believe that without justice, there can be no truth. They have appointed themselves the guardians and executioners of true justice across the multiverse. Their only redeeming grace is that they apply their justice to all things, including themselves, and do not enforce unjust laws. Their fanatic devotion is unnerving, but it can be used against them. Oh, here's Farid. Oh, what a terrible last name. Farid Wormhair is the Collector King of the Hive, a man crippled in body and spirit. His mind, however, seems to be as sharp as ever. He rules the buried village with an iron fist, keeping even that disorderly rabble in line. He is a sneak, a thief, and he seems to know far too much about you, though he does not reveal it without coaxing. These shadows are pale, effeminate wraiths, who draw themselves up from the ground quietly. They strike without warning, and seem to be more bloodhound than warrior. Here's Hargrim. Oh man, look at him. He's awesome looking. That's an awesome looking robe. Leader of the skeletons of the dead nations, Hargrim is the skeleton priest who speaks the words of the Silent King to his followers. With Stale Mary... Ooh, I lost my place. With Stale Mary the zombie and Akas the ghoul queen as the two other corners, he makes the third of the... Oh, can't ever pronounce this. Triumvirate? That holds the dead nations in uneasy balance. Tipping the balance one way or another might incite chaos. I think we already read about the tieflings. We don't need to read about them again. Upper class townie. I think we already read about them. Holy crap! She's like wearing like a ribbon. That's it. A were-rat. We haven't read about these guys yet. Lycanthropy is a sickness passed on by the bite of an infected creature, turning the unfortunate victim into a were-beast, a creature that is half human, half beast. There are a number of creatures that pass along this disease, some of them quite noble, others fearsome and awe-inspiring. The rat is neither of these, and its lycanthropic cousins are the skulkers of the were-world. They're the hiders in shadow, the despised. Their personalities all seem to reflect this. You have a cool wizard and zombies. Wish you luck with Still Mary again. I believe in our journal we was hinted that we can talk to her for something. So... When I spoke to Hargrim about not understanding Still Mary, he told me I needed to learn to speak with her. Perhaps she will know just what he meant by that. You see Still Mary. When she finally notices you, she groans softly. I have some questions. She nods her head, awaiting your questions. Hargrim said that I needed to learn to listen to you. Do you know what he meant by that? The corpse takes a step towards you, reaching her arm out to touch you. Let's let her do so. Her nearly fleshless hand brushes gently against your forearm, and she speaks. Listen. How did you do that? She touches you once more. Speak to us you can, but you must do it properly. And we can actually see that she's groaning. But I'm able to understand her now. Can you teach me? She smiles, the hardened skin of her face creaking like thick leather. Yes. Please do then.
Gained an ability.
She finishes teaching you the skills required to speak with the dead, a process she calls Stories Bones Tell. Can I talk to any dead body?
Updated my journal.
So it looks like... So, this, without looking at the parentheses part, it looks like some... Others are dead, must be fresh. Some, others too dead, must use the skill. Thank you, Still Mary. Can I ask you some other questions? She nods her head. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? No. Sorry. I have some other questions. What are you doing here? Wow, I can't... guard... the zombies? I can't understand what this says. So let's see. Guide other zombies. Care for quiet ones. Tell me about the other zombies. Do work of Silent King. What sort of work? Rebuild that which was broken. Care for the true dead. Tell me of the Silent King. Silent King. Yes, what can you tell me of him? Silent King. Do you know of him? Never mind. Tell me of someone else. A cast. Hungry. Angry. Someone else if you don't mind. Tell me about Soigo. He's Dustman. And what do you know of Hargrim? Hargrim, skeleton leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. Concerned. Worried. Why is he concerned? Soigo. A cast. Why is he worried about a cast? A cast. Anger. What of it? A cast want to kill everyone. Why does she want to do that? Hungry. Angry. Thank you. That's all I wish to know. Farewell.
I feel stronger.
Cool, we leveled up as well. So we gained no level 1 spells, no level 2? Oh, because we haven't leveled up yet. Level up. We still have not gained any additional hit points because now we're at level 5 again. But our spell memorization has improved. I think we gained one or two level 1s, and we also gain a level 3. We gain one level 1 spell. See, shield is not one I'm going to need. Well, we could learn Magic Missile. Does have something a little different. I don't know if I like Fist of Iron. It seems tricky to use, because I still see my dagger in my hand. I can't tell if it's actually working or not. And by the time, unfortunately, you watch this, I will probably have beaten the game. So, but if you know, please let me know. I wouldn't mind knowing if I have to actually be unarmed, like no weapon in my hand, in order for this to work. In the meantime, we will just learn a Magic Missile spell. Oh, and my Chromatic Orbs are now level 5. So what do they do now? They're green. They inflict 1 through 12 points of damage, and they stun for 10 through 25 seconds. And now we can also learn Elysium's Tears. We'll have to rest,
All
though.
right.
Alright, so now we have a reason to talk to Soigo, or Soijo?
I'm gone.
Mr. Dustman. Because we found and talked to the Doubtful Skeleton. There goes Hargrim. Sorry, Hargrim. So now we'll walk over here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drinking soda on screen. Sorry about that.
All right.
Oh, I leveled, but I didn't. It's on a new level. I don't get any intelligence point.
I'm gone.
If I want to do the riddle, I'm gonna have to. Oh, okay. I'm probably nowhere close to leveling my mage level again, am I?
I hear your words.
Wow, 20,000 experience. We're nowhere near close to that.
Your will be done.
Ah, well met again. I met a skeleton in one of the hallways here that seems to be on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I will go and speak with him now. Farewell then, Soigo.
All right.
For Soijo.
What's up, Chief? Sure, why not?
I will. Your path is mine.
What's the... Okay.
Done.
Alright, so let's finally pry open this bed and take a look and see what's inside of it, inside the slab. Certain that Soijo's not coming around, you pry open the small panel and peer inside. There's some sort of book or journal there. Let's read it. The book proves to be Soijo's journal. It details his being attacked by a were-rat, his eventual regression into Lanthropy, and his flight from the mortuary after unwittingly slaying and devouring a friend. Looking for a hiding place, he came upon the warrens of thought, and agreed to serve many as one, hive mind of the cranium rats gathered there. He is now here in the dead nations in order to spy on the undead for many as one, who hopes to one day control this part of the catacombs.
Updated my journal. Done.
Well, we have enough information that Hargrim can read it and probably confine or kill him. I guess Soijo is not imprisoned here like the others. He must be able to leave when he wishes.
Your path is mine.
Done.
I'm spreading out so I can find Hargrim, since I don't really know where he could be right now.
All right.
It looks like he's probably down here. Unless I passed him earlier. Well, that was fast. He just showed up. I guess the skeleton nodded or didn't at him.
All right.
Nope, not here.
What's up?
Oh, there he is. Hello, Hargrim. Sorry,
Right.
sorry. Hargrim acknowledges your presence by nodding quietly in your direction. I had some questions, Hargrim. Did you know that Soijo's a cranium rat spy? It draws close to you, smelling of dust and moldering cloth. What is this thou speak of? What proof have thee that Soigo runs with the brain vermin? There's proof in his quarters, his journal.
Updated my journal.
We shall see. I shall gather Soijo and speak to him of this matter, within his chambers. Should this be true, I shall owe thee thanks. Soijo, what is this I hear of thee being in league with the many as one? Thou dare lie to the High Priest of the Silent King? No, no, Hargrim! I would never presume... This is bugged. Where is thy journal? Let me see it. I beg for your mercy, Hargrim. The dead truth shall protect thee here, Soigo, but thou shalt never leave these catacombs. Ghoul, see to it this man never leaves. Allow him to speak with no one. But you cannot... Arg! This is awkward. Oh, it's not... Oh, it's completely bugged. This is completely bugged. Oh, no. Everyone will be back. Okay, everyone, let's try this again and see if the quest will fix itself. This is my third time trying it. It's not looking too promising. Yes, it works. Cool. Soijo, what is this I hear of the being in league with the many as one? What? It's untrue, a cruel rumor, a lie. Dare thou lie to the High Priest of the Silent King? No, no, Hargrim, I would never presume. Where is thy journal? Let me see it. Prove thy innocence before the eyes of the Silent King. Hargrim, I beg for your mercy. The dead truth shall protect thee here, Soijo, but thou shalt never leave these catacombs. Thou shalt continue thy pursuit of the true death in silence. Ghoul, see that this man never leaves. You can't Mark my words, living. Only the truth protects thee. Do not cast aside the... It is done, then. May the Silent King protect all of us. Okay.
I'm gone.
Sorry about that, everyone. First off, the text on screen looks like a little bit too long. Can I make the text scrolling keyboards, mouse speed? No, it doesn't look like I can have the length of time the text is on screen be any slower. Okay. Oh well.
All right.
So let's go see what Soijo dropped, assuming the dead left it there. And they did.
I'm gone.
Oh, there I go, drinking on screen again. I'm sorry. This soda is so good.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
3 copper commons and Soijo's skull.
I'm gone.
Just leave that there.
I'm gone.
Actually, let's pick it up and at least put it somewhere with a few other things. I seem to remember that we're going to need this at some point. I know that's
I'm
kind of
gone.
weird, and it's also kind of weird that I'm metagaming, but we're going to stick it in these barrels.
I'm gone.
So let's put his head in here. What else would I like to have in here? Let's put my eye in there, because I don't know what that's even used for. I guess that's good enough right now.
Done.
Alright, let's see if Hargrim will let us leave now. Hargrim acknowledges your presence by nodding quietly in your direction. I had some questions, Hargrim. It motions for you to proceed. May I speak with the Silent King now? No. But I need his permission to leave. Then I shall carry thy request to the Silent King. Thank you, Hargrim. The Silent King has spoken. Thou art free to go. Thy way shall no longer be barred. Thank you, Hargrim. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
That was a lot of experience, too. Oh, that's not so bad. 12,000 more and we'll have leveled up. Dakon's getting close to a fire level. Oh, and Mort will probably see it sooner than any of us. Very soon be level 7 or 6. So... let's put this here. And we'll use that the next battle we get in.
I'm gone.
And I think the doors will now be unlocked for us. So let's check these doors, and if they are unlocked, then we'll call the session here, because we've been playing for almost an hour, I think. Awesome. To the Drowned Nation's Catacomb. Soyo's chambers, he's dead. Stelmary's chambers. The chapel. Antechamber of the Silent King's throne room. Alright, let's search these barrels really quick.
Good as done.
And in this one... oh, some more bandages. We could always use more bandages. Actually, Mort's carrying them all. He's carrying now 13 of them. Okay, everyone, we're going to stop here. When we come back,
I'm gone.
we will explore the Drowned Nations. And I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and take care.